Here's my challenge to you. Identify that one dream buried in your heart. That deep calling placed there for a reason. Like Samuel hearing his name in the night, you've sensed it too. American Idol has spent 20 years showcasing what happens when ordinary people respond to that call. I'll reveal how the show illuminates spiritual principles behind pursuing your purpose, handling rejection, and embracing your authentic gifts. If something bigger has been tugging at your spirit, but you've hesitated to take the first step, stay with me. This message could transform you from spectator to protagonist in your own unfolding story. Have you ever felt that weird knot in your stomach while watching someone else live out the dream you've kept hidden in your heart? You know what I'm talking about. That moment when you're sitting there watching American Idol, and someone walks onto that stage with the same dream you've had since you were little. And you think to yourself, that could have been me. I was talking with my friend Sarah the other day, and she told me something that really stuck with me. She said, I've been watching American Idol for 18 seasons, and every single time I imagine myself on that stage. But she's never auditioned. Like Moses hesitating before the burning bush, she remains in that waiting place, seeing the promise but not stepping toward it. Think about this. The average person spends about 90,000 hours at work during their lifetime. That's time that shapes us, forms us, either into people fulfilled by purpose or people drained by disconnection. Studies show about 85% of people are unhappy in their jobs, not because they lack skills for something else, but because they never pursued what truly ignited their hearts. I bet if I asked you right now, you could name that one thing you wish you'd tried. Maybe it's writing that book that's been in your head for years, or starting that small business. Last Sunday, I watched as Pastor Jim asked for worship team volunteers, and Maria, who has an incredible voice but has never sung publicly, gripped her seat until her knuckles turned white. The gift was there, but fear kept her seated. The problem usually isn't talent. God gives us these gifts for a reason. The real issue is fear. That voice saying, "Who do you think you are?" Or, "What if everyone laughs?" Or, "What if I was wrong about God giving me this gift?" Those contestant stories on American Idol resonate with me. Many watched for years before auditioning themselves. One contestant last season had watched since she was 8 and finally auditioned at 24, 16 years in the audience before stepping onto her stage. It reminds me of Kelly Clarkson working as a cocktail waitress, singing into her hairbrush at night. Or Jennifer Hudson being told she wasn't good enough before winning an Oscar. They were once just audience members too. The longer we stay in this before state, the more we believe the lie that our dreams aren't meant for us. We start saying, "I'm probably too old now," or "That's just not practical for someone like me." Shows like American Idol connect with something deep inside us because they showcase ordinary people who look just like us, taking that terrifying first step from audience to stage. We witness what courage looks like in real time. But here's the important question. What if what's holding you back isn't just fear? What if it's also that you don't know how to start? Standing at the edge of your dream feels like peering over a vast canyon. The hardest part isn't the journey across, but summoning the courage to step off familiar ground. That's exactly what American Idol teaches us. Behind every contestant who makes it onto your TV screen are literally thousands who showed up but never advanced past that first producer screening. That's thousands of people who took a step most of us never do. Here's something that might surprise you. If you ask any American Idol winner what the most nerve-wracking moment of their entire journey was, they rarely mention performing in the finale with millions watching. They'll tell you it was standing in that first audition room, palms sweaty, voice shaking, when absolutely nobody knew their name or believed in their talent yet. Take Carrie Underwood, who drove hundreds of miles from her tiny Oklahoma hometown in a car that barely functioned just for the chance to be heard. Or Adam Lambert, who faced rejection after rejection from record labels, being told his style was too theatrical or not commercial enough, before he ever stepped foot in that audition room. The path to that audition requires tremendous sacrifice. Contestants travel across states, wait in lines for days in all kinds of weather, and face preliminary rejections multiple times. Many spend their last dollars on bus tickets and sleep in their cars just to get there, all while knowing the crushing statistics of how few make it through. This mirrors what we see throughout Scripture. Moses immediately made excuses when God called him. "I'm not eloquent enough, I stutter. Send someone else." Gideon needed multiple signs from God before accepting his calling. Like American Idol contestants, these biblical figures stood at the threshold of their destiny, hesitating before that first crucial step. Their struggle wasn't about faith itself, but about transforming belief into action. The real revelation American Idol gives us is that success comes to those willing to show up when the outcome is uncertain. It's for those brave enough to take action before having any external validation or guarantee. As James 2:17 teaches us, faith without works is dead. It's not enough to just believe we have gifts or talents or callings. At some point, those beliefs need action behind them to come alive. Your dream stays just a dream until you take that first concrete step toward it. Psychologists have discovered that motivation often follows action, not the other way around. By taking that first step, we build momentum that increases our drive to continue. Those American Idol contestants didn't wait until they felt 100% ready. They acted first, and their motivation grew with each small victory. What might your American Idol audition equivalent be? Perhaps it's submitting that manuscript you've been working on, applying for that ministry position you feel called to, or simply raising your hand to volunteer at church when you've always stayed silent before. Taking that leap of faith is just the starting point. What happens next is where the real magic starts. On American Idol, once contestants make it past those nerve-wracking first auditions, they face challenges designed specifically to push them completely out of their comfort zones. The genre weeks serve as intentional comfort zone killers, forcing contestants to stretch beyond what feels natural. Country crooner Scotty McCreery infusing his southern drawl into Lady Gaga, or Adam Lambert trading theatrical flair for stripped-down country. These challenges function as testing grounds where contestants either grow or go home. The most successful contestants are those who embrace discomfort and experiment with different styles, seeing challenges as opportunities to discover new sides of themselves. This is the crossroads where talented contestants often get eliminated, not from lack of ability, but from clinging to familiarity. We similarly start pursuing dreams with current skills, then discover we need experiences we haven't yet developed. Our comfort zones become like prison walls, confining the God-given potential waiting to be released. Just as in the trials of our faith, the Bible illustrates this principle beautifully. Consider David attempting to fight in Saul's armor, a young shepherd overwhelmed by heavy metal plates never designed for him. In his vulnerability, he discovered his authentic approach with 5 smooth stones, defeating a giant through faith rather than conventional methods. Or Peter stepping out of the boat during the storm, leaving his only safe place to discover he could walk on water through trust alone. American Idol demonstrates that genuine growth happens in that uncomfortable space between what we can handle and what terrifies us. Like a balance beam, staying in the middle feels safe, but prevents developing the strength for new possibilities. Neuroscience confirms this spiritual truth. Our brains form new neural connections faster when slightly uncomfortable, literally rewiring ourselves through challenges. When contestants perform outside their natural style, they physically change their brains while expanding their capabilities. Perez's research on American Idol contestants reveals that this adaptation becomes crucial for success. Those pushing boundaries discover abilities they never knew they possessed, leading to significant personal and artistic development. Rather than fighting against challenges, they evolve through them. I've witnessed this in my own journey. My greatest growth occurred not during comfort, but when stretching beyond what felt natural. Perhaps you've experienced this too. That intimidating job or ministry opportunity that initially terrified you but ultimately transformed everything. Stepping outside your comfort zone multiplies success because that's where hidden talents emerge. Like contestants discovering they can excel in previously unattempted genres, you might uncover gifts waiting for the right challenge to surface. Gifts the Lord planted in you for exactly these moments of faithful courage. You know what makes American Idol so powerful? It's not the glitz or the glamour. It's seeing regular folks just like us taking that brave first step toward their dreams. As Dan Perez points out, the show teaches us that absolutely nothing will happen without that first step. That's the real magic here. Your dream has its own unique stage waiting. The book you need to write, the ministry you feel called to start, the business idea that won't let go. It's time to move from watching to doing. Life is one continuous audition, and every step matters. Remember that dream you've been nurturing? This is your moment. Your spotlight is waiting.